biscuits and blankets from Taiwan, on the way to war-torn communities in Donetsk region, frontline of Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Organising these donations is Hannah Hopko, a former parliamentarian pushing for greater ties between Taiwan and Ukraine.
It's very important for Ukraine that after the full-scale invasion, the genocidal war, Taiwan demonstrated that Taiwan stands with Ukraine. And I'm sure Taiwan will win with Ukraine. Because Ukrainian victory and defeating Russian authoritarianism is a powerful signal to another authoritarian regime which has this ambition for global dominance.
That other authoritarian regime is China, which claims Taiwan as part of its territory and has recently upped threats to take by force. In Ukraine's fight for freedom, Taiwan and its people have found parallels in their own stand against Beijing. Despite Ukraine being more than 8,000 kilometers away, the war here has prompted unprecedented support from Taiwan. Taiwan's government and people have given tens of millions of US dollars in aid to Ukraine and pledged another 56 million to rebuild the country. In Lviv, Taiwan is helping digitalize the city's schools and preparing the next generation of Ukrainians for an uncertain future. Taiwan has also donated an angiography machine, which x-rays blood vessels, to the Children's Hospital, as well as an ambulance.
This car is working in our children's clinic, and I think it already saved a lot of lives and helped a lot of children.
But any recognition of Taiwan on the world stage often comes with repercussions from China, making it difficult for Kyiv and Taipei to forge official ties. China is Ukraine's largest trading partner. But Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has been non-committal about China's peace proposal and its calls for a ceasefire.
І я вважаю, що це дуже непогано. І питання, що йде за словами, так? Тому що ми з вами люди, у час війни ми повинні розуміти, слова словами, всі щось говорять. Питання в кроках.
Kyiv has been wary of siding with Taiwan and upsetting Beijing, but the war may be changing that.
Of course, China all time pressure for our government. China ambassador here, he's very active. He go to our government, to our president office, and he said, if you will be to work with Taiwan, or if you will support Taiwan, we don't support you. But they don't support us anyway. Taiwanese people, Taiwanese government support us. It's why I think that we need to see not for in China side, but we need to see in side of our friends. Like
Hopko, who now heads the International Center for Ukrainian Victory, wants Taiwan and Ukraine to open diplomatic offices in each other's countries, a first step in formalizing relations. With China increasingly threatening Taiwan with war, the government in Taipei has upped defense spending and lengthened mandatory military service, and Hopko believes Taiwan can also learn from Ukraine.
So we are like-minded nations because freedom is key for us. Independence, our right to choose, and also in the future we will work together in defense and security issues, exchanging our experience, because it's really important that Ukrainian armed forces learned a lot during the battlefield experience. This is what we could share, like territorial defense, how we mobilized all citizens of Ukraine, and actually Russia failed with its plan within 72 hours to occupy Ukraine. They didn't succeed.
As the war enters its second year, Taiwan is keenly watching, not only because it feels an affinity with Ukrainian struggle, but also for the message a victory for Putin here might send to its own authoritarian neighbour, Beijing. Glauert in Lviv, Ukraine, for TaiwanPlus.